Fang Cat again. Okay, there we go. Okay, good morning, folks. Let you all gather yourselves and get yourselves ready. Get yourselves a cup of coffee. We would not have gone live just yet, purely because at the moment there's very little activity with the fighters here at Lakenheath. However, a good friend of ours, local Andy Kitson, has just informed me, and it is true. It's on radar if you want to check it. National Airlines freighter from the US inbound to Lakenheath. We have a jumbo jet about to land, folks. Oh, it's from Cologne, is it? Oh, that's something big going out of Mildenhall. So, keep focused on that for the time being. Just no activity at all. By this time, normally, they're up. That's what's just gone out of the hall. KC 135. Another one going out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. This guy's been doing circuits, folks. Might even be a missed approach. Just seen one do a missed approach. So we have, this is, let's just grab this, John Webster is a new member on Big Jet TV. Welcome, John. Liz Matthewman, good morning. Ben Brown, Alan Yelden, Michael Forrest, Spitfire RAF 100, Marianne, Joe Spitfire, good morning to you. All Things Fern, Chicky Armitage, Terry G, Andrew Scott, Mark Sanderson, Egbert. Good morning to everybody watching right now. Hope you're enjoying your Friday, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Some people may have the day off. It's quite breezy here, I have to say, and it is very brisk, that wind, very cold indeed. So could be even worthy of the goggles at this stage, because it's making me eyes water. Ian Richardson, ready for some Highway to the Danger Zone. 747 Lee Fullard. Heading into Mildenhall today. Already landed at Mildenhall, Lee. Possibly a second one. I know there has been quite a lot of freighters. Oh man, I hope this guy's travelling very, very slowly coming towards me. I do hope that he's past my money shot for touchdown by the time he, because this thing can only, he's a cherry picker. It's the kind of thing, see, this is the kind of thing that it'd take me about 3 days to get to Heathrow if I had one of these, Ginny, look. Right, I'm leaving now. I'll see you there on Thursday. It's like flipping heck, you know. So 747 heading to Milnor today, filled with equipment for the deployment of the USMC F-35s at Marham. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of exercises going on. One of which is ending today. This particular one that's ending today, but there are soon to be some F-35s deployed here or based here. Not just deployed here, but based here at Lakenheath. You can see the new structures. There's some over behind there that we can't see, but they're the new hangars that are going to be used for the. I wouldn't call that nifty, son. I don't know about what they call it in America, what the word for nifty is, but over here it means it's fast. Only joking, of course. In your own time. I think you're. So one of those F-16s over there got a tank slung underneath her, so Jake Jackson, good morning. Liz Matthewman, Bulldog's in the house apparently. Should be maybe even gracing us with his presence later on, because of course Marham is actually not all that far away from us. Why has he got the A-team following him? Lucy Martin, good day to you. Volunteering, feeding families and sending out craft packs to see them through the Easter holidays. Oh, that's very cool. Very nice of you, Lucy. Sent, cameraman. Sorry? Did I say F-16 or F-15? Sorry. 15 Cs over there. I thought I did, and then I thought, you know, did I or didn't I? Because we were, there are F-16s of the German Air Force on operation over the North Sea, as well as, wow. Big old heat haze. That means there's an engine starting up over there. There must be. and F-16s, I believe, of the Dutch Air Force as well. But we're not going to see any of them. They have had the F-35s from Marham here, I believe, this week as well. Unfortunately, we've missed quite a lot of decent action from here at Lakenheath. But anyway, hey, we're hoping today that we will be getting some unrestricted takeoffs, which basically means they are not restricted to altitude. They just go straight up vertical. So hopefully we'll see a lot of that today. But I'm not promising anything, because the last time we did that, it didn't happen. Sarah Purvis, good morning to you. Paul Lawler. Germany doesn't have F-16s, okay. All right, okay, well there must be F-15s then. No! Matthew Clark, 747 behind me, and here it comes now. Okay. Yeah, Stephen Stibbons. Interesting, like you say, that they were planning on closing some of these bases, weren't they? There was talk of Lakenheath shutting down, wasn't there, at one point? Not too long ago. I think that's a PTF conversion. X, whoever it might be. Air New Zealand or something like that. Singapore Airlines, is it? Kev Williams is a new member on Big Jet TV. Welcome, Kev. So, Ben Brown seems a bit of a train of KC-135s flying over the UK this morning, heading for the continent. Yeah, I think there is a big deployment of aircraft, but the Dutch are operating from their airbase. I believe the Germans are doing the same. The RAF are not active today. I don't think so, from what I'm hearing. Didn't we film one at? Didn't we film an F-16, the German Air Force at? Frank T, good morning. Graham Bessie at the CS747 at Mildenhall. Yeah, that arrived around about 6:30 this morning, I believe. Perhaps Sean Pearce is tuning in from Stonehenge. Hopefully not in the middle of Stonehenge. Flugelschaft, good morning to you. Right in time for the Queen of the Skies. Yes, good morning everybody. Hope you're doing well. Gearing up for the weekend. Don, Robbie, Jerry, 2 KC-135 tankers coming up Bristol Channel inbound to Europe. Might be towing some fighters, but still at 39,000 feet. Wow. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Mike Rimmer, Mildenhall was going to close but staying open. Sarah Purvis's son is working in a hangar at Kemble. Andrew Hickingbottom. He misses the beeping of the radar. I don't think we do. Stephen Cadge, US government wants to shut Mildenhall and move operations to Germany. That has since been stopped or put on hold. Thanks for that, Stephen. Harrison, love it. Very true. It is a great shame that the older variant of the 747, of course, 400. What's going on there? Possibly why operations were okay, I don't know, he's crossing. Melanie Lester, good morning to you. Okay. Be quite cool if they park her there and offload her there. Maybe not. Oh, what a treat if they stop her there. Have a good nosy at that. There you go. There you go. Even see the cargo hatch opening up at the back. Ben R, good morning to you. Didn't expect a show today. Well, if you had the app, Ben, then you would have seen. Andrew Rideout. Oh, sounds fantastic, Andrew. Lucky you. Who's this? $5. 6Y. Hello to the legend, that's Jilly. She keeps chatting from becoming too silly. So we don't see Joe's. Okay. Andy Green, thank you. Sean Pierce, Joe Cameron, thank you for the charity pot. £5, thank you for the charity pot for £8. Much appreciated. Thank you, Joe. We've got that figure now, haven't we, Jilly? We should have the figure now for March. Hello? Jilly? We should have the figure for March. For the charity, for Super Chat. Okay. We need to dig that out if we can. And get that all sorted out. Wow. Nanobot. LATAM forced to cut its fleet and says goodbye to all its Airbus A350-9s. Wow. Well, we were lucky enough to catch them a couple of times at Heathrow with their 350, but that, wow, LATAM. That's crazy. John Webster. I think fresh is the word, John. It's blooming freezing is what it is. might even need to get the old razor cold. Okay, cargo door now open. So they will be offloading that with all sorts of equipment. Could be loaded with all kind of stuff, personal stuff for crews, for the F-35 deployments, possibly for other deployments as well. So we'll have to see, because obviously they've had some stuff coming into Mildenhall as well. Jimmy Adams tuning in from a sunny Brands Hatch. Cars on screen and F-15, cars on the track and F-15s on the screen. James the Weatherman Whitaker. Jerry and Jilly are very much the Alan Partridge and Lynn Benfield. New idea for a programme, Lynn. What was it? Monkey tennis? Lisa, you're fine. I've got about 3 or 4 layers on. Electric coat, waistcoat to heat you on cold days. Thing is, I think I'd get a bit too hot. Wouldn't you get a little bit too hot if you had an electrically heated jacket of some device? Because I mean, it's good ideas, good thought. I'd like to try one. I definitely would like to try one. Oh yeah, yeah. The trouble with those is you know, at the best of times it's difficult for me to operate the phone because I have to operate the screen of the phone, don't I? So you have to have gloves that are that work with screens as well. So it's a little bit difficult. Philip Betteridge tuning in from Rugeley in Staffordshire. Good morning to you. Carl Hanlon, are these 747s a regular visitor? Well, not regular, but they do come in from time to time. I mean, you do get the C5 Galaxy in here as well. And of course, the 747s are normally... they normally head down across to Mildenhall, but There has been quite a lot of 747 freighters or freighters coming in to Mildenhall and Lakenheath in recent days because of deployments and also the fact that the F-35s are going to be stationed here. Now, I'm guessing that this is the US Air Force F-35s. That this is nothing to do, I don't think, with Marham. Perhaps somebody can confirm that with me, but I think it is. I think this is it Ollie Killer? Ollie Killer, I think. Good morning and welcome to you, Ollie. Good to see you here. 747s have been in quite often because of the 494th deployment. Yes. Daniel Morgan, pilot, just got in the 046 F-15. Good news. Cool. He's got an elite electric warmer jacket for golf. Swears by only about 50 quid from Amazon. God, I get too hot when I'm playing golf and walking. Yeah, each to their own, I guess. But yeah. And that's from NR1288. Thank you. An electric warmer jacket. Okay. I mean, I've got two jackets on at the moment, and I'm toasty. The only thing that is cold, to be perfectly honest with you, is my face, my exposed face. Really, that's about it. Nanebot mentioning the old B-17 bomber electric heating gear. Yeah, well, the rear gunners on the old bombers back in the war had electric suits and electric gloves as well, because obviously, here we go. Schmidty87 tuning in from Switzerland. Good day to you, Schmidty. Fence to fence it might be, GP. Fence to fence it might be. The clo flies. Let's see if I can get this. Stand by, stand by. This is 6 white, melt all the mini rolls. this a try. Gonna give it a try. Is it? Is it? Okay. Oh, okay. 4.5. 4.5. See that, Brian? You seen that? When a van stops in front of the two F-15s on the outside of the fence, someone gets out and checks around the van. Guessing maybe a FOD check of some sort, or security checking them. Yeah, they do it all the time, don't they? Yeah. Normally with a mirror and all that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Terry Thomas. It's absolutely terrible weather here at the moment. It'll get warmer. We always have a cold snap in March, April, don't we? Around at March, April. I mean, Easter, you know, back in the day when I was a young lad. Yeah, always used to expect. Brian Rooker. Yes, indeed. That's a fuel tank for what exactly the mission is for. We don't know whether they're going to go off on different missions or you kind of got it right yourself, Brian. Is that Raw Lossius is a new member? Welcome, Raw. Lord Geek, a lot of RAF activity over Rotherham now. A330 tankers going over right now. Okay. My concern is that I don't know if there is a cloud base limit for unrestricted takeoffs. If there is, then that may affect what they're going to do today. Hayley Barron's currently tracking her coffee and bacon roll on Just Eat radar. Might be, I think it was warmer in December, wasn't it? But it is now. Okay, canopy down. I know the dispatchers are staying in their hut until they absolutely have to come out Samuel Barrell, good morning to you. Oh, Samuel Barrell saying, or Barrell, sorry. Oh, they've been approved, have they? Okay. Merlin Yoda from the other day, East Midlands 747 pilot diverted to Kentucky before heading into Los Angeles. Interesting. What? Oh, yeah. It does sound like Star Wars jets in the background, doesn't it? Yeah, you usually find that these the aircraft with no extra tanks slung under the wing would indicate that they're going to be going out on a relatively short mission. On the other hand, those with the drop tanks, as they were called back in the day, obviously not now, but the extra tanks will perhaps be on longer missions. I don't know if that one, if the far one is actually going out. I don't know if, is there any activity around it at the moment? I've been looking at the comments, so I'm not seeing that there is at this stage. But they're going to start moving quite soon. Is that just a rumour, or is that wishful thinking, or? Hayley Barron, it's on finals. What's on finals? What's on finals? Jane Alder, good morning to you. Jet Ski Matty. Shane Smith, taxpayer. Good morning to you. Katie Sale. We'll be on for as long as it takes, Katie. They usually finish early on a Friday. So we'll have to see. We'll certainly get some action. And of course we've got that jumbo jet over the other side as well. Oh, interesting. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and confuses them as well. So, first out of the blocks is an E variant, folks. Dispatch crews now going about the second pre-flight checks. Of course, the individual ground crews that come with each aircraft, assigned to each aircraft, will have done an initial check around. But these guys are removing all the flight tags and making sure that everything's bolted in tight. Nathan asking, do you get more vapor from wingtips if it's cold? Yeah, because of the moisture in the air, you do normally tend to see more moisture, more vortex, wingtip vortex. Oh, Bulldog saying 747 looking to depart in about 1 hour and 30. There we go. Good thing about cold weather is that you get more atmospherics with the audio, that's for sure. Taxpayers tuning in from a beautiful green bluegrass state of Kentucky. Good day to you. Matt, I think it is. Christopher Fisher, yes, Atlas Air 747. Not one of the ex-Virgin Atlantic 747s. I don't think they've been even taken away from their position where they were delivered. This is a pure freighter, I believe, that's in at Mildenhall today. Kisma News is in the house as a new member. Welcome, Kisma. Oh, okay, Daniel Morgan, yes, pilot in that other one. Okay, so it was, yes, and indeed the canopy has gone down as well. So, yes, thank you for the update. Appreciate that. Odette's watching on the big screen. Mark Barr's watched the Lakenheath Thunderstruck piece about 20 times, fair play. Webbo, good day to you. Chicky Armitage ready for some action. Ralph Skyperian. Flutter check. See how, look how fluid those wings, those flight surfaces are. Crazy how fluid they are. So all coming out with all different combinations. This looks like a C variant coming out with now look at the extra fuel tanks that are mounted to the side of the intake pods. See the bulge at the side there? One of our members telling us, I think it might have been Bulldog, that they are fuel tanks, but also in addition to that, capability of slinging more ordnance underneath on that fuel tank as well. It's going to get loud. Also, maybe the reason why they're going up later is because of the wow, he's starting all the way up here. What a treat for the pilots of the 747, eh? Sitting there in their flight deck watching this lot go out. So a lone E variant going out. Then come off of that, because I guarantee if I do, I'll light the fires. Wow, wow, look at that, Chile, look at that. Wow. The what? Dunno. Oh, okay. Daniel Goldman, great time to join, man. Kev Williams, turn it up to 11. Great, innit? Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That was cool. I thought he wasn't going to go up then, and he just suddenly went up, didn't he? Just need this cloud to clear. It's great they're still doing it. Don't know if these C variants are going to do it, but I don't know if they're going to use Afterburner even, because these are very light. It looks like they've got a couple of missiles attached to them, doesn't it? Couple of heat seekers. Striker Force. Oh, they're coming to line up. They're going to line up. Let's rock and roll. Emma Funnel, good question, and a question that's regularly asked. Do they damage the runway when taking off with the Afterburners? Well, the thing is that the amount of time that the flame is actually hitting the runway is a very short period of time because they're up quite quick. So, but just looking at the runway from Google Earth, you see the or was it Marham that I was looking at the other day, that the big patches on the runway, so they may resurface them more often than not, if you know what I mean. Target acquisition missiles, digital. Fight can be replayed upon return for debrief. Chris Fleet. Okay, so these are simulator. So they would fire them off, and then it would simulate the degree of accuracy and so on and so forth. Target acquisition missiles. So TAM. Jet ski Matty. Interesting. House sparrows playing with bits of fluff in the garden. Oh, sweet. Good morning to everybody watching. Hope you're having a good Friday. David Hancock is a new member. Welcome, David. Good to see you here. Kevin Hussey, welcome to you as well. Low cloud base, relatively low cloud base, say under 1,000 feet. I'd say under 1,000 feet. Do we have any indication as to the cloud coverage here, Jilly? Is that something that anyone can give us? But these guys going up literally, well, the last one did, that E model went up like a skyrocket. And I did think, you know what, he is going to go vertical because he kept the burners on. Normally they will switch the burners off, but this guy just kept it lit. Matt Smith, yes, thanks for that, Matt. That's exactly the feedback that I got, of course, from Mike, that the past few weeks, most of the jets have been going out unrestricted on Fridays. Michael Powell, hadn't noticed the two-tone camo. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, Harrison, good question, but yeah, I just love all the fast jets. I mean, I even love I love the old jets as well. You know, F-16's a great jet. F-15s, the old, like the Tomcats. You know, Jaguars. Each had were unique in their own way, or are unique in their own way, and yeah. Aesthetically, I've got to be honest with you, I do like the new F-35s. Well, I say new F-35s, they've been around a bit now, but I do like the F-35. It's a stealth fighter bomber, so multi-role, should I say. These are relatively old, these jets that we're seeing here. You know, in terms of technology, they've just been up-rated over the years. Mainly with flight management systems, computers, onboard computers, cockpit glass, upgraded avionics, and so on and so forth. Wow, Mark Sanderson, F-15 can burn over 6 gallons of fuel per second during afterburning takeoff. Wow. Well, it's about 2,000 feet, is it? Okay, okay. Okay, thanks. Oh yes, Eric mentioning about the. I read about that. It's a couple of years ago now, wasn't it? The Vampire at Halfpenny Green. Runway damage. Well, I think that was mainly down to the runway deterioration of the surface itself, as to why it, you know, pieces were flying all over the gaff. So, C models with drop tanks. So these guys should be going out with Afterburner. Dummy or training ordnance have a blue band. Thank you for that, Chris. Okay, let's see if we can identify it then. Terry G. Live have brown and yellow bands. Okay, there we go. So blue for dummy or training ordnance, and brown and yellow for live. Interesting. Don Robbie saying Marham has special runway surfaces due to F-35 VTOL activity. Yes, of course. I've noticed actually when I did look on Google Earth a couple of days ago, I did have a look at the surface, the runway surface at Marham, and there are big patches on there where it seems that there's regular improvements or resurfacing. Certainly appears to be anyway. Oh, okay. Paul Lawler says, interesting that the Royal Navy F-4 Phantoms damaged a US carrier deck as the Rolls-Royce engine was slightly different to what was on the US variants. Interesting. Did the US F-4 Phantoms have a different engine? Interesting. Dan Vital, good afternoon to you. Kevin Hughes, it's not a novice question, Kevin. You're within your own right, and it's a perfectly valid question. There are other nations involved. The Dutch, the Germans are involved, but they're not operating out of Lakenheath. The Dutch operating out their own base, and I believe the Germans too. The RAF were involved in it over the last 4 days, I believe, but not involved in it today. But oh, interesting. Eric saying 86-163. Okay, that must be one of the old ones. Purchased by the US Air Force in 1986. So, 86-163. Okay. Oh, purchased in 86, right? Okay, so that's the. Oh, I totally wasn't aware that the serial, the tail serial, is the date of or the year of purchase. Ollie saying clouds broken at 2,600 feet, broken 3,600 feet. Okay. So. We had the 747 in earlier, folks. Offloading its cargo right now. National 747 in from Germany. So that must have been possibly picking up equipment from another US Air Force base. Mikey D, sorry mate. He's trying to work from home, he can't get any work done. Especially phone calls, isn't it? More E variants. Wow. Copy, Chili. Oh, season Ds. I thought these were E variants, these darker grey ones. Okay. Thought these were the Strike Eagle, the F-15 Strike Eagle E variant. Maybe I'm wrong. That's a C. Waiting. Here we go.
So maybe, I don't know if these the Cs without the drop tanks are going to use the Afterburner, because it obviously uses a considerable amount of fuel. But who knows? We'll soon find out.
Robert Lockton.
Why another cup of coffee's gone cold.
Calvin Jones, fair play. Best day out I've had on my sofa watching Big Jet TV. Lisa Pedersen wrote, Dan Vitale. It is such a beautiful aircraft, isn't it? Proper jet fighter in it. Chicky Armitage, we do, don't we? What's that, Jilly? Who's that? Okay. Good morning, Steve Linsky is a new member on Big Jet TV. Welcome to you, Steve. And Les, good morning and welcome to you. I think we received a message of support from Les a couple of days ago. Thank you, Les. Good to see you here. Wow, and still they come. Nice. Hearing of another 747 on the ground at Hahn, bound for Lakenheath, ladies and gents. So it's a two-seater, as you can see here. It's a Bombardier sitting in the back seat. Guiding the missiles and the acquiring the target on his glass screens. Good to see you here, Les. Nathan Girard. Yeah.
So we've got another 747 inbound, folks, believe it or not. So for all us civil aviation fans, getting a decent fix of civil aviation today as well. Got the National 747 and an Atlas Air 747 inbound from Hahn. We'll keep the checks on that. See there quite clearly, folks. That's the different models or variants of aircraft. More akin to like an air-to-air combat aircraft, striker aircraft. The C variant, whereas the E variant is not only that, it's a multi-role combat aircraft, but also having the bomber capabilities with the bombardier situated behind the pilot, Ralph Scaperian. John 747 fan Skinner is in the house. Good to see you here, John. Got a 747 on its way in, mate. David Hank. Mighty Enid, good day to you. Wow. Lee Redmond. Okay, if I missed your comment, Lee, or I do apologise. Sometimes I do miss when people upgrade, and sometimes it doesn't show it as well. So thank you for your wonderful support, Lee. Really appreciate it. Heading straight to first class when he joined up at the last Lakenheath. 747 is rolling at Hahn, apparently, Gilly. David Shepherd, good morning. Fast as fun. Gaz Grill. Wow, 6Y. All three A&A Turtle 380s, wow. Christopher Fisher, yes, there are kids nearby. John Grennan, what fuel they use on the F-15s? Well, it's not rocket fuel. I think it's just an A1 mixture, jet A1 mixture. Perhaps somebody can confirm that. Sam Tweedale. Birthday today, I think. Happy birthday to you, Sam. Happy birthday if it is anybody's birthday today. And happy, I've got a shout out to mention from Michelle Heath to her husband Mark.
Yesterday, birthday of 40 years young. Mark was 40 years old yesterday. This doesn't sound very good, is it? 40 years old. Thank you very much indeed. He watches all the shows. So that's a shout out from Michelle to her husband Mark on his birthday for yesterday. Just want another shout out to Mark Hanson from GB Models for his little box of goodies that he brought me at East Midlands the other day. Really appreciate it. A quick one. People waiting for their stickers. Master George Canier is receiving a sticker from us. He's in Peterborough. Michael Smith from Farnham and Paul Morse from Newbury, all going to be receiving stickers in the post any day now, folks. If you want a free sticker, you are more than welcome to claim one for free of charge. Just you need to send a self-addressed envelope, and that will go to the PO box address that is on the app. Just scroll down on the app for the free sticker. You'll see it right there. Send a self-addressed envelope to that address. Box 747. I think it's 21 Clarence Street, you know, something like that. 21 Clarence Street, Staines, TW18, whatever it is, la 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 la. There we go. John Grinham loves seeing the pilots. Robert O'Keefe is a new member. Good day to you, Robert. Don Robbie, Quitcher bitching up from Coningsby, Dakota DC3 or C47, whichever way you like to. Hello, he's got his canopy up. What's that all about then? Why would he have his canopy up? That's some kind of a technical issue going on there. Allotment 13. Doesn't that look amazeballs? Haven't heard that saying for a while. There's a whole lot of hardware there, isn't there? JF Bryson, good day to you. Robert O'Keefe, Rosie Watts. Colin Hill. I think the stripes, I need to remember this. I think they do signify the squadron. I might be wrong there, but I think they might. 493rd, 492nd, 493rd and 494th squadrons, I think. Kalpano, good morning. At the showing on Flight Radar 24. No national though. Where is that coming in from? Kalpano. Well, we had the national 747. Where did that coming from? Was it Cologne, did you say, Gilly, or that? Yeah, that national 747 that we caught earlier this morning. She's going to be leaving in probably around about 40 minutes, I would have said, possibly. Let's just have a look and see if her... No, she's still offloading, so... Oh, okay, 50-50 mix of JP8 fuel, Irish Dublin girl saying. Thank you, Irish Dublin girl. Robert O'Keefe, first time watcher, what do you use for tracking the planes? There's a number of different apps that you can get, Robert. I personally, I'm in the UK, so I support the guys from Plane Finder. Alternatively, you can go to Flight Radar 24, and there are other ones, of course. ADSB Exchange is free, as is Flight Radar, as is Plane Finder, but obviously they all have add-ons, you know, just need to consider that. Did Cop West, will the new F-15s be a different colour to the grey and blue? The new F-15s, interesting. Andrew Gates was 42 on Tuesday. Happy birthday for Tuesday, Andrew. I know there is a new variant of the F-15 that's just been it's been tested and passed all its flight tests and so I've only seen that in its primer, though. I'd imagine that they would retain this same drab colour scheme. The darker ones, I think it's easier to distinguish the darker model of the E variant from the C variant. It's a C coming out here, possibly, I think, or a D. So this should use Afterburner and go unrestricted. They've been given clearance for unrestricted departures. Straight up vertical. Time to annoy the neighbours, folks. Listen out for the nozzle squeeze. Only the E's that are going up unrestricted. Shut the afterburners off. Yeah, only the E models that are okay, natural gas-based synthetic fuel, 50-50 mix of JP8 jet fuel. Lisbon Spotter, good morning to you.
Yes, Mel, I did get the key ring. Thank you very much indeed. It's hanging on the wall. Vissam, good day to you. Robert Myhill, Atlas Air 747 getting ready to depart Mildenhall, Gilly. Keep an eye on that. Nanebot, you can get a free sticker if you're abroad. But to be perfectly honest with you, it's actually cheaper if you buy it from the store, believe it or not. What, on comments? I know. It doesn't scroll, you see. 15EX is on its way. There we go. So it's just another variant of the F-15. Still probably using the same production line, but just new avionics and possibly the Atlas Air. What, Gilly? Oh, really? Okay, get ready for this. Hold on to your hats, boys. Unrestricted. Janet Cutler, g'day. Welcome back, Janet. And Paul Taylor, g'day to you. Welcome to Big Jet TV. Rene Jensen, good afternoon, good morning. Zig Games, 3 KC-135s at Mildenhall. Wonder if they're going to use these planes to refuel during the exercise. Very possibly, Zig. Whether these guys are doing air-to-air refueling today, I'm not sure. Based on the fact that they've got those drop tanks, the would make you think not. Also, we'll be able to determine whether or not they are doing air-to-air, or they're just involved in the exercises that are out over the North Sea right now. There's a jumbo there, look. That's what they're waiting for. Wow. Oh, it wasn't Mark Hansen then. Okay, sorry, Mark. Whoever it was, I'm sure he said GB Models. That was his username, wasn't it? GB Models. Sorry, Mark. Didn't get it up to... But GB Models most definitely gave me a box of goodies up at EMA. Thank you very much for that, John Grinham. Helmets off. Oh, with the helmets off on that. we go. So far, only one unrestricted. Definitely gone tech, hasn't he? Charlene Richards. Hello, Charlene. Very warm welcome to Big Jet TV. To you and all our new members today, and of course all our fantastic current members. JF Bryson, it's absolutely fine. That's National 747 freighter that arrived here about 40 minutes ago, I would say. Maybe a little bit longer. It was right at the beginning of this show. How long have we been on for, Julie? Okay, so about an hour and 40 minutes ago. There we go. Chinook over London Heathrow. Nothing new about that, that's what he said. Paul Illing loving it. Bulldog saying just the one unrestricted is a surprise. Yeah, it is a surprise at this point in time. Is that possibly something to do with cloud cover? I don't know. Paul Illing is tuning in from Australia. G'day. So incoming says 747 from Hahn is N480 Mike Charlie, ex-United N119 UA, delivered 99, stored in 2017, now with Atlas. Hey, wouldn't that be funny, Gilly? Wouldn't that be funny? That's not the 747 that we caught going out. The last 747 with United going out of Heathrow. Oh, okay. Okay. Mike Roger, and as I read that out, you can hear it. A400M with the Belgian Air Force, 34,000 feet, right over the top of us now. Kieran Barrett, good morning to you. Janet Cutler, Donald Roy, good evening to you. Ben Stocker. It just sounds, it's crazy. It just sounds smaller than a large prop, if you know what I mean. Ubi Gamers, good day. The F-15EX is now officially named the Eagle 2, Neil Osborne telling us. Thanks, Neil. Oh, had a leak at the back. They had the spill pads out. Okay, interesting. Well, there you go. That's why they have those checks, isn't it? Thanks for that info, Neil. Daniel Brandlin is a new member on Big Jet TV. Good day to you, Daniel. Good to see you here. Talking about spill pads or trays that they lay underneath aircraft. The Blackbird was designed to stretch during flight, and as a result of that, when they were on the ground, the fuel tanks actually leaked. Which is why they had to put catch trays underneath the aircraft whilst they were on the ground. I don't know if that is true, or if it was if it's an old wives' tale, or myth, or what. But you know, expansion and contraction of an aircraft. As you know, Concorde expanded by somewhere in the region of 8, 9, 10 inches during flight, I believe. Due to heat, so that was all built into the structural design of the supersonic jets, and I think that's why the Blackbird, they used to have to put catch trays underneath the aircraft to catch leaking fuel. Yeah, Mike Day's also asking, why is that Atlas going in the complete wrong direction to Lakenheath? Did it have Lakenheath on its... Yeah, it might be just taking a wide turn, yeah. Charlene asking for a shout out to son Harry Partington, who is a huge aviation geek at the age of 9. This would make his day. He's been fixed for the last hour watching. Harry Partington, a very good day to you, my friend, avid aviation fan. And good to see you here. Thank you, Charlene, for that. Derek Gray, where are they doing their training after takeoff? Honestly, Derek, please do not apologise about asking any type of question. That's what we're all about here, and either I will answer you as best I can, or more likely the knowledgeable ones amongst us on the feed, of whom we have many.
Where are they doing their training? Off the Norfolk coast, I believe, Derek. But you know, these aircraft can sometimes head off to different locations. I think the US Air Force, I think I'm right in saying that the US Air Force have exercises up at the Mac Loop, I believe, and other designated areas, airspace for flying exercises. Not quite sure where these ones are actually going out to today, Derek, but I believe that they are in cahoots with the exercises that have been going up for the last 4 days. Which is where was that then? Yeah, let's just have a little read out of this. So this is exercise point blank 21-2, which involving it's I think the Dutch, the Germans, of course the UK and the US Air Force are all involved in this exercise. Just have a little read here. Okay, so this is Scramble dot, and this is from the Netherlands. Exercise point blank from from the 6th until the 9th of April 2021. Here we go, more startups. So these guys are hosting the multi-day point-blank exercises over the North Sea for a high-end flight scenario. Some 50 aircraft, of which F-15E Strike Eagles and F-15C and D Eagles from RAF Lakenheath, F-16 C and D Fighting Falcons from Spangdahlem Air Base in Germany. See, that's why I couldn't understand that. Well, I said that there were F-16s from Spangdahlem Air Base, so that must possibly be F-16s of another Air Force then, not the German Air Force, because that is possibly the US Air Force, I'd imagine. KC-135s from Mildenhall, together with Typhoons and Voyagers of the Royal Air Force and F-16s and F-35s of the the Royal Netherlands Air Force, and NATO E3 AWACS will participate in Point Blank 21-02, designed to maintain ready forces capable of deterring any adversary and ensuring the collective defence of the NATO alliance. The exercise point blank, synonym for a shot, bullet or missile fired from very close to its target, will see the participants take to the skies over the North Sea for a high-end flight. for a high-end fight, sorry. The main focus is operations with 4th and 5th generation integrated in defence and offensive counter-air sorties, as well as training against live surface-to-air threat emitters. Wow. Training with live surface-to-air threat emitters. So in other words, they're up at altitude and they get the warning that they have been locked onto by a surface-to-air missile battery or whatever it might be. Point blank is a reoccurring low-cost exercise initiative designed to increase tactical proficiency of US and other NATO forces. Multilateral exercises like this increase what that is the hardest word I've had to read out in months. Oh, interoperability. Interoperability and collective readiness. Probably gone. Have you gone to sleep? Sorry. Have you all drifted off? Cargo store still open on the National 747. I think last time we saw a National 747 was at Boston, wasn't it, Jilly? Seem to recall. No, we did. It had yellow. It had the yellow scheme on it as well, didn't it? Okay, there we go. Adrian Andrews saying true. The Blackbird did leak until it leaked like a sieve until it was hot. Oh, Philip Edwards saying that if Phantoms didn't leak, the tanks were empty. The SR-71 at Duxford is still leaking, Sam saying. Yeah, I did notice that actually. Oh, until she warmed up. Okay, there we go. Janet Cutler tuning in. A big wave from Australia to Harry Partington. I think Harry's got a lot of waves from everybody. Had a higher flashpoint because of the leaks. Wow. Good morning, Rebecca Ridgard. Taxpayer Jerry, are you ex-military? If so, what branch and what did you do? Nothing at all, taxpayer. I'm definitely not ex-military. I'm quite impressed that you think I am. All of my information comes from you guys who are the knowledgeable, the knowledge that I learn from. So, I thank you guys, honestly. Obviously, I do my research as best as I can. Wikipedia, Google, etc., etc. Okay, so Jerry Hattrick saying the Blackbird had a special non-flammable fuel because of leakage, I seem to remember. Okay, there we go. Things that they had to develop. Dan Gleesick, currently there's over 2,500 people watching this. That should probably be working. A great skive. Rene Jensen. The fuel system of the SR-71 could not be sealed because there simply were no seals flexible and durable enough to deal with those kind of temperatures and shrinking expansion cycles. It would stop. There we go. So, yeah. Paul Illing, they do have cooling in the cockpit, temperature control, should I say, in the cockpit. Stephen Stibbons saying it sounds like they're off the Norfolk coast. There we go. North Norfolk Red Digital. Oh, I can see now. Look at that. Charlene, he's chuffed. Good stuff. Hi guys, why is there always a white van nearby? A good question that, Wayne Travis asking about the white vans. I think it's just to transport the personnel, maybe even the, well, just ground personnel, pilots, whoever it might be. Is it really? Oh, that's a shame, man. Wow, Keith Cornell, the SR-71 had its own dedicated tanker fleet of KC-135Qs. Keith Miller, just find the tanker planes over the North Sea on the radar apps, and that is where the fighters will be. There you go. The F-15 contact saw dispatchers mopping up. Wow. I can hear a jet. I can hear a jet. What's this doing coming up this way? It's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So is he, I think he's coming up. I think this might be a replacement jet for the one that just went tech. Brought him up from the other side of the airfield, like. I think you're about right there, Nigel. Wasn't it 80 odd aircraft in Wildenall, something like that? I seem to remember. Yeah, looks like that all the excitement is over now with the 747 no longer, even though it's got Lakenheath on as its destination. Doesn't seem it's coming anywhere near here. Looking at flight radar, Richard Petrie, it looks like World War III started. Icebox Paul, don't think so. I think they wouldn't have fixed it that quick, I don't think, especially a fuel leak issue was something that that's got to be something on a fuel line, a connector or a coupling or whatever it might be, but certainly something that they wouldn't have turned around that quick. So quite how they do this, whether they have crews on standby, aircraft on standby in the event of a technical issue. But yeah, called this guy out. Unless they've, yeah, they wouldn't have, you know, because these guys are assigned to specific aircraft, aren't they? Would they have taken the crew down to that aircraft and fired it up that quick? Would they had it? Would they had it in readiness? I don't know. Kind of, yeah. Okay. Nice. Peckish. Where's that? Okay. Sam Robson, yes, we are at Motion Flight Simulation tomorrow for a show tomorrow evening, early evening. Bootle lad, yes, there is a big hangar. These hangars are being built for the F-35s that are coming to Lakenheath. That's why you're seeing all this new construction going on. Steve Jeff, can you give a shout out to my son-in-law, Aaron, whose birthday it is today? Aaron, a very happy birthday to you, my friend. Have a wonderful day. Michael 89, Michelle 89, sorry, do we see any F-35s today? I do like this powerful little multi-role beast. Yeah, it's a great aircraft. Unfortunately today, Michael, no F-35s. Harrison, love it. My dad used to work on the F-35 program. Wow. Zig Games, KC-135s. Yeah, we're going to see probably quite a bit of activity with the KC-135 tankers. Had a C-17 earlier on, going into Milden Hall as well. A lot of activity going over there. Texas Taco, that is national 747 over the other side there. Ron Clark, I think it might be. We've got a new member, AJ Rogers. Welcome, AJ. Good to see you here as a Big Jet TV member. Oh, Fraser Badcock saying Marham is closed today. No F-35s. There we go. That's why, probably why Bulldog Mike's got a day off, isn't it? Good morning to you, and AJ, a very warm welcome once again to you. Phil Madge, 4 Falcon aircraft out over the North Sea. Call sign Warthog Cobham Air Services. Cobham Air Services, part of exercise. There was one. Cobham Air Services. Oh, right. Yes.